welcome back to another episode of the Soup Bowl. I am your host, Renee Murdoch, and I am so happy that you are here, that you are liking, that you're listening, that you're subscribing, that you're going on this journey with me. Why? Because we were never meant to do life alone. And I am so happy to be doing life with you as well. We do know that when we get in the Soup Bowl, life gets messy. And in that messiness, we can clean it up. We can, do all these wonderful things, but we can do it together. We don't want to sweep things under the rug, but we want to actually clean it up and work through it. And so I'm going to be talking to you today about everybody wants change, right? We say we want change, we make these goals, right? But nobody wants the process that it's going to take to actually get there. So let's get into it, right? We love this ideal of this new me, new year, wanna be me. Everybody wants it, right? Everybody wants to be better. I believe everybody wants to be better. Everybody wants more. You want more money. You want more cars. You want more clothes. You want more shoes. You want more food, right? But you want not the inconvenience of it, right? So it's the inconvenience of trying to get these things. So do you want the process to actually obtain those things? Whatever it is that you're running for, do you want the process? I remember growing up, and I used to always hear this all the time, to get this anointing, you got to take the glory, or you got to get the glory, or something like that. Again, I'm not good at these analogies. But anyway, so if you grew up in church, you know what I'm talking about, right? That you have to go through something, right, to actually get through the other side. When you think about a valley, right, you're going downwards, right, and then you're going up. You got to go up to get out the valley. And so that's what I'm saying. Do you want this process to get to where you would like to be? If growth offends you, it's because comfort is in charge. Your comfort is in charge, right? And comfort will convince you that average is safe, that it's okay. But average is actually costing you your calling. It's costing you your future. It's costing you the assignment. You cannot stay who you are and expect new results. You cannot think the same way and expect a different life. Transformation requires disruption. Disruption of your system, disruption of your makeup, disruption of who you think that you are. It causes disruption. My life has been disrupted. Remember how Paul was like, I'm for Christ and I suffer for Christ. If you remember that story, can that be your story? Do you want that to be your story, that I'm suffering for the cause? I'm suffering for the price. The price of what? So transformation requires disruption. He was disrupted when he was on the road to Damascus. He was disrupted. He was going around killing those that were called of the way, meaning that they were following Jesus Christ. But he was actually condemning them and killing them. But his life was disrupted when he was on the road. And if you know the story of Paul and you continue to read the books of Acts, you'll see where Paul ended up at. We're not going to get into that. Go read your Bible. But I'm just saying. And some of us are offended, right? We're offended by wanting to be comfortable when someone else is trying to pull us out of our comfort zone. We're offended when someone else can see our potential, but we don't want to rise to it. We don't want to elevate to it. We don't want to, rise above the comfort of where we're at. We get offended by correction, offended by accountability, offended by structure. Like, I literally know someone that they don't like structure. Like, they just... I will go, okay, I have a bad habit. I'm just going to tell myself I have a bad habit. If I ever come to your house or ever come in your space and I just begin to clean up, then like that means that there's just some disorganization going on, and we just need to make it more organized, right, so we can function. And so like if I go somewhere and like say I go to a space or whatever, I'm traveling and I go into that space and I'm just like, why does it look like this? It's not really cleaned up. I will start to move things, right? Because I need structure and I need organization actually to function, to operate. And some people are so used to living in dysfunction that they can function and operate. Like the room is like messy, your clothes are on the floor, and you're asking someone, right, to go find something, but you don't even know where it's at yourself because you're living in dysfunction. And it's like, what? But I can tell you right now where you need to go, right, in my room to find a particular ring. I know exactly where it's at. I know exactly what row it's at because I live in a structured environment. And so sometimes maybe you don't need to be as structured as I am, but there is a good thing about having structure in your life. If I'm going to make a change and move about in the things that I want, the goals that I'm trying to get to, there has to be some type of structure that's put in place. So correction is not about being rejected, right? It's not about that. Growth will expose your habits. It will stretch your schedule. It will challenge the circles that you are in. It would challenge your schedule. Oh, I want to sleep longer, but it's time to get up. It's time to make the donuts. It's time to make the donuts. That actually means that you have to get up like really super early in the morning, right? Because like if you're a baker, right, the yeast has to be at a certain temperature to rise. So it's going to disrupt your schedule, right? Like I want to sleep longer. I don't want to do that today. I don't want to, go there today, but it's necessary for you to go. So literally like I had to do a trip, right, to another country, and I had to get a visa. And like, I did not want to drive the hour, a little bit over an hour, to go to this particular building to figure out what was going on with my visa. However, I knew that I needed to be where I needed to be at. And so I had to make the drive. I could have been like, yeah, no, I'm not going. It's going to happen. It's just going to happen. I know it's going to happen. But no, I had to move. I had to get up and I had to go. It was my day off. I wanted to be off. I had plans. You hear me? I had plans. And so my plans changed in regards to that. But growth will make you uncomfortable, plain and simple. And so have you made a decision, right, to come out of your comfort zone so you can step into your calling? I cannot grow if I refuse to change. So some of you have been praying for years. You have been praying for years for things to change, and nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Why? Because your routine hasn't changed. You're still waking up the same. You're still thinking the same. You're not reading anything. You're not listening and responding and applying. You're still doing the same. So if you're still doing the same, then how is it that you changed? Oh, that was just a rhyme. If you're still doing the same, then how are you doing the change, right? So prayer is powerful, right? Prayer is powerful. I'm not taking that away because prayer is one of my spiritual languages. Prayer changes things. But here is the thing. God gives us free will. And without prayer, with prayer, there comes participation. And if you're not participating, then guess what? You're procrastinating. You have to participate in your own breakthrough. I'm going to give you something that's very practical that you can do that I call the AAA threat. Awareness, acceptance, and action. Awareness, something needs to shift in my life. Acceptance, it might just be me. Action, I'm going to do something about it. I'm not going to complain about it, but I'm going to do something about it. See, most people get stuck at the very first one. They know something's wrong, but they're not doing anything about it. You can know that you need to work and still not move. You can know you need to apologize and you still don't apologize. And you know you need therapy, but you refuse to call or go or make the appointment. or I just don't have the time and I just don't have the money. Information does not equal transformation. Action does, and action is risky. You have no clue what's going on around the corner, what's happening, who's on the other side of that. But I can tell you this. If you disconnect from certain people, if you disconnect from certain environments, you will start to see some things. If you go, there was a message, it was called Go Again. Right? If I keep going, right, then I might begin to see something different. But when a door is closed, another one can open. But are you knocking on the door for the door to open? Seek and you shall find. What are you seeking for? Knock and the door shall be open unto you. What doors are you knocking on? Think about it. If someone, right, was coming after you. I had a vision of this one day. Like someone is like literally running after you. They're trying to kill you. What are you going to do? Are you going to knock on the first house that you come to and no one opens the door, and then all of a sudden you turn around and you're like, oh, they got me, right? You're just going to give in and just die out? No, you're going to keep fighting for life. And so you're going to keep running and knocking on doors until someone opens that door. Well, I'm here to tell you today that there is someone running after you. There is someone that is coming for you. There is someone that's trying to kill your hopes and trying to kill your dreams and trying to kill your purpose. That you will no longer exist. That you will die with those dreams inside of you. That you would die, right, with the assignment inside of you. There's someone coming after you. And they're trying to kill you. So what are you going to do? You're going to stay stagnant, or are you going to keep moving? Some of us are frozen in fear and comfort, right? We fail at something and we think that it's okay and, oh, it was me and I can stay right here. But no, you can't. You got to move. You got to wake up. You got to get up. You got to get moving. And what is the one thing that you can start changing? What is that one thing that you can start doing today? It doesn't have to be 5 or 10 or 15, 20 things, but what is the one thing that you can do? Is it your morning routine? And I keep saying morning because I really feel like we are in a time and a space where we need to stop sleeping, and we need to wake up. Wake up mentally, wake up emotionally, wake up, within the time in the space in which we are in. Is it your spending habits? Is it your communication style? Is it the circle? Is it the things that you eat? Is it your discipline? Whatever that thing is, whatever that doorway is, and you haven't walked through it, take one of those things. Whatever your thing is, it might not be the thing that I just said, but whatever it is. There's people there that will help you, people there that can support you, encourage you, pray for you, but they cannot do it for you. The process is personal. And here is what no one's telling you. The process is not glorious. It's not lights, camera, action. It's repetitive. It's quietness. It's loneliness. I'm telling you, it's lonely when you're making changes, when you're adjusting your life to come to be to who you are supposed to be. And it's daily dying to yourself of the person that you created and not the person that he created. It's choosing to turn off the TV. It's choosing to put the phone down. It's choosing to show up again and again and again. Not because you feel inspired, but because you're committed to the process. Commitment is louder than motivation. And motivation shouts out on the Monday mornings when you don't feel like getting up. So which voice are you listening to? Is it the one that says stay down? Or is it the one that's saying wake up? You don't need a new year. You don't need a new month. What you need is a decision that you need to make on today. So as we end, time is winding up. I want you to make a decision on how you can take one thing and begin to make that change. Because you can learn discipline, you can learn consistency, you can learn resilience. And there are people here to help you do that. So stop negotiating with your comfort and say, I take the challenge today. So we're out of time. Do know that leading is teachable. Visit our website at www.4mosaic.com for more information. And until next time, I love you, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Peace.